Do you know what makes man different than the beasts of this world? Some think it's our souls, our intelligence, our adaptability. I think it's our ability to create. And I'm not just talking about a hut made out of sticks and stones, or a crude cave painting. No, I mean the great cities that span miles, with marble streets and buildings that reach towards the sky. The capacity for creation, whether it's music, writing, arts, philosophy, or other sources of entertainment we so eagerly consume, require time. To create takes planning, resources, and knowledge, but to destroy takes nothing more than the striking of a match. Look to the horizon. That red glow in the sky is no beacon of hope. It's a pyre for the damned. Our cities burn, and with them our history, our knowledge, our arts, our creations, nothing more than ashes in the wind. This inferno is now referred to as the Sprawl. When the apocalypse first came to the land, the cities felt it the hardest. The loathing affected the minds of the citizens and forced them into a bloodthirsty rage. They took to the streets, turning the roads red with the blood of their victims, while their own blood boiled. These fanatics worshiped the fires that burned their homes. Perhaps they thought that its light and warmth would protect them, or maybe they saw it as hopeless and decided to burn with the world, to garner what little control they have left in the world and enforce their will upon it. Whatever they believe in, they threw themselves into the bonfires and mutilated their bodies. Their skin melted like wax from a candle. They removed their limbs and replaced them with crude iron prosthetics. And now, they lurk in the streets of our once great city, howling to their kin at the sight of outsiders. As we travel through the Sprawl, we will see their work firsthand. They flayed the skin off their victims and strewn them across the streets and onto buildings, sometimes even arranging it in the shape of the Iron Crown. We will also encounter them at the burning piles, bonfires, where they are burning books and corpse alike. Whippers have had a spiked metal ball and chain grafted to their left arm. True to their name, they will whip our heroes with the crude weapon. Shaman are small, seemingly blinded humans, holding out both arms to see their way. But do not be fooled. They will strike our heroes with fiery rocks and inflict blindness. Those who aren't even worthy of being augmented with iron prosthetics are instead given a large cauldron to carry on their backs. The sacrificials are tasked with carrying these cauldrons to the front ranks, and once there, detonate it, fulfilling their purpose to the fanatics. Flayers are as deadly as they are quick, replacing their legs with iron stilts and their arms with a skewer and spiked blade. They can easily dodge incoming attacks while slashing and stabbing their targets. While the flayers favor agility, pit fighters are the hard and heavy units. Their towering physique makes them the largest of the fanatics and the most durable. They do not wear a hood like their kin. Instead, they expose their horrific and mutilated face. They strike our heroes with their fists, breaking jaws and pummeling their enemies into a bloody mess. Immolationists are a mixture of support and debuff. She will fling her fiery chains onto our heroes, causing fire and stress damage, but her true role is to support her fellow fanatics. She will occasionally use the corpses around her to heal herself and her allies, another body on the pyre. But it is here I must mention the most dangerous trait of the fanatics. All fanatics possess the ability to ignite. Once they do, their damage increases and their abilities change. making them even deadlier. While it is unknown when they will ignite, the Immolationist can order her fellow Fanatics to ignite on command. There is even a special Immolationist I've seen in the back alleys of the Sprawl. She is a dangerous master, carrying the chains of agony. Among the Fanatics, I have heard them whisper her name through blistered lips. Her ladyship. She is stronger than the typical Immolationist, doing more damage and having a higher health, but she also possesses the ability, combustion, forcing her target to endure all the fire damage they currently have in one explosion that can bypass any armor. Beware her ladyship, for she is without mercy. At the center of the city lies the most horrific sight. The Great Library, burning. All that knowledge, those stories and lessons, turned to ash. And inside is the man who was once tasked with keeping this knowledge, but now can only destroy it. The Librarian is no longer as his occupation once was. Where he once preserved knowledge, he burns it from atop his ladder. Every turn, he will set fire to one of the stacks of books in front of him, burning books on engineering, history, and literature. It is all the same to him, kindling for the fire. He will throw pieces of burning paper and soot onto our heroes, inflicting burns and blindness. Occasionally, categorizing our ranks by shuffling the party. In alphabetical order, no less. The key to this fight is to kill the Librarian before he runs out of books to burn. And since he will only burn what's right in front of him, moving him forward is an optimal strategy. If he does run out of books to burn, he will ignite, burning brighter than before. He no longer has books to throw on the pyre, so he turns his full attention to the heroes, attacking again and again with a devastating and fiery strike. Defeating him will net us his trophy, either the complete catalog, which grants us some of his power of the flame and fire, or the unabridged edition, which gives us scouting on all the roads in the kingdom. Defeating the Librarian will also net us some relics and baubles. In this area, we recover charred books as a source of currency to barter with. To someone like myself, a storyteller, this is the true loss of the city. To put pen to paper, to pour your heart and soul into creating the most amazing poems, tales, and stories, only to have them be used as kindling in a fire, is a heartbreak I cannot even put into words. It makes sense why the burned books are so valuable and sought after. If we manage to survive this apocalypse, whatever is left will be worth their weight in gold, even slightly singed. If you can believe it, I remember a time before all of this. The markets and bustling streets, full of life and wonder, when you could sit at the cafe, enjoying a cup of tea and reading some of the finest literature from the library. Once the sun set, the streets would light up with the sights and sounds of minstrels playing. Taverns tapped the finest ales and vintages to be drank. I even got lost in the sewer system one night, but I found my way back by following the architecture. Those who built this city centuries ago. Wise men and women who left their mark on the world. Their truths not written in ink and paper, but a landmark carved into the earth for all to see. They have turned our once great city into a charnel house for humanity. Bones and books burn on their pyres. Would I say this is the end? No. The beautiful thing about creation is that even once it's been destroyed, what remains can be used in the next attempt. Maybe not the way we expect or hope, but from the ashes, a new city will be reborn.
Another nameless city. Another inferno of mutilation and madness.